guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So happy Monday. I hope you guys are okay. You've all had a lovely weekend. So today I thought we would just do some lovely little dingly danglies. Now I went to use some of these over the weekend and I don't have a lot in here, so I thought I would make just some little dingly dangly bits. Now I was making some little paper clips. I did a little video on Instagram and I popped some little dingly dangly bits on them, like this one. Where's my other one I did here? Got one here with some lace, just a tiny, very simple, very basic, and it's just got like a little dingly dangly on it, which is lovely, and they're great to go into your journals. And these ones, the little flowers, which are these little ones here, these are the ones that I did with shrink plastic. If I remember, I'll pop the video underneath how I made them, because they're really simple and lovely. So I thought I'd use some of those up today as well, and they look great. Now, hang on, let me just get my journal, my lovely journal. So let me just find a page. Let's go for this one. And then that means that they can go on, not necessarily like that, because sometimes when you have them on your page like this, when you close your book, you've got a big dent in it. Do you know what I mean? It fills it up too much. So if you put them on the side and make them sideways, you've got this beautiful little dingly dangly on the side of your page, and I just think they're so pretty. Instead of making sort of like a hole in your page or anything like that to hang them on, just having a little paper clip on there I think looks so nice. And then you can actually put a picture maybe coming down this way, and then on this side, so you've got sort of like the double one. But I just think they're so pretty, and it's something that I haven't made for ages. And I need to sort of stock up. So things that I'm going to be using, I'm using some little flathead pins. Now these are a little bit bent. Oops, I don't know whether, when you buy them, they sort of like, they come really sort of bent, but they're very simple to sort of like, straighten up. So I've got the flathead ones, and I've also got ones with a little sort of like a little loop in the end, which is great. So just straighten some of these up. So I'm using both of those, and I've got some smaller ones here as well, and some beads, just some random beads. So just get whatever beads you've got to use up. I've got little, I was looking at these, I think these are plastic. They look sort of like silver, but they're very light, so I think they are sort of like little plasticky beads, but they are lovely. I've got some little glass ones here, and some beautiful little AB ones here, which are just gorgeous, tiny little ones. I prefer glass beads. I do like glass beads to plastic beads. And then I've just found these ones, which are little pinky tint to them. So I've got those as well. And then I've got some of these, which are just spacer beads, and they've got sort of like pretty little AB crystals in them as well. But when I was looking, I found some more here. Not quite sure. I think they're the same, so they can go in there. And then I've got a free little pot, and then I've got some more that I found as well. These are a little bit more sort of, I suppose you put them antique-y, because they've got that sort of like silvery, the dark silver, and they're just crystals. They're not AB ones, so I've got those. And then I found three little tiny little dingly dangly ones. Can you see them? They just got crystals in, and they've just got like a little loop, so I think I might use those up just to hang it off the ends. So just grab whatever beads you've got. The tools I'm using my looper, my little one. This is the 1.5 millimeter. You can get them in 3 different sizes. I've only got this little one, but I love it, absolutely love it. Not essential. If you've got a little pair of round nose pliers, they are perfect. You can use those, but I do have these. And then just some flat ones, just a little flat ones. And I've just got these, and they're just ones that if you want to sort of like straighten up your wires and stuff, it means that you're not going to put a dent in them. So they're nice ones to have as well. So nice, not simple, I suppose, it depends, but a nice quiet one today. a nice sort of like quiet one. So I'm going to start with a little one with a, no, I'm not actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to start with this one, like this, just a flathead one. So I'm just going to pop a little bead on. This is sort of like a little lilac-y colour. And then I'm going to go for a nice little AB one. So just pop on little beads however you like to do it. So I'm just going to do a tiny one because this is the one I want to sort of like dangle off the end. So I'm going to pop it into my little looper. Pop that in like that. If you haven't used one of these before, they are fabulous. And if you make lots of jewellery bits, these are a really good one to get hold of. Push it in like that. So this little bit, your last bead is right up to the end. And then you just want to squeeze it. It cuts that excess bit off like that. So you don't need that. And it gives you the right little loop. But what I do, before I squeeze it, I tend to bend this one back a little bit and then squeeze it like that. And then you've got this nice little loop, tiny little bead on there. So they're really nice. This bit just gets thrown away, so it is a little bit wasteful. Then I'm going to go and get one with a little loop on the end. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put, oh, I'm going to go for a bigger crystal one actually. I'm going to pop a little crystal one like that. I'm going to get one of my little flowers, one of these, it doesn't really matter which one. Pop that on, like that. Then I'm going to get a little crystally bead. Put that on. So just build them up however, you know, you like. I'm going to pop that one on. Actually, I'm going to go for a bigger one on top because that's, pop that on. Pop that one on. Then I'm going to go for like a little silver one. Like that. So it just sort of like looks like that. Again, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter how you do it. And then pop that through there. I love using this. It's so good. Just bring that just so it doesn't touch that bead, because sometimes when it touches the first bead, it gets quite tight and it can crack it. So do be careful. So we have that one, and then what I'm going to do is just attach that to the bottom. So I'm just going to pull this open just a little bit. Pop that little loop through, if I can. Normally I do this first, which I didn't do, before I start putting the little flower on. I'll do it like that next time. There we go. So then we have our just a cute little dangle flower, and that's what I've got on the end of here, like that. So they're just the prettiest, and look, I'm building up a nice little selection here. Let's do it. So we've got one of these, I think, dangling off the end. I'm going to take this one, open up this little loop like that. So it's just a nice sort of play day today. Just making up some dingly danglies, because I must say we haven't made dingly danglies for a very long time. So look, I like it where they dingle and dangle. That's where we get the dingle dangle from. Right, I'm going to pop a little bead on there, a little crystal one. And then we can have, should we have one of these? That can go on. Another little crystal one. Like that. That's pretty, isn't it? What else should we have? Should I just, I'm going to cut that off. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to put another purple one on, just so it's even. Oops. There we go. Just a little purple one. Hold the bottom. Pop it through the little looper. Like that. And a nice little loop. Like that. Take another little loopy one. Like that. Pop one of these on. Like that. I do like crystals. They are so pretty. Pop a little flower on. Put one of these on top. There we go. These are so good to keep in your stash. Now again, you can make these into earrings, which would be lovely. But I really don't wear earrings. I've got my ears pierced 3 times on one side and twice on the other. And I haven't worn earrings for a long, long time. Very long time. Don't know why. I think it's because I had my hair quite short. It's a lot longer now, and I put my hair up. So I might actually start wearing earrings again. Start off with smaller ones, I think, maybe. But yes, I used to do lots and lots. Oh, look, I put it on the wrong end. Don't do that. I thought I put that on. I thought it was hanging the wrong way. Silly Billy. Let's take that off. Oh, make sure that doesn't come off. Right, hang it so your flower is hanging the right way. There we go. That's better. Look at that. A nice big long one. Then we've got that little crystal hanging from the bottom. That's really lovely. They would make beautiful earrings, wouldn't they? Okay, should we put some little ones with some pearls on? What should we go for? We'll go for a flat one to put the pearl on. Does it need a bit of straightening? Can you see they're a bit wibbly wobbly when they come? Because these came, I got these from, where did I get these from? I just picked them up, I think, in our local shop. And they were in sort of like a plastic, where are they? Here, like this. So they do tend to sort of like bend a little bit, which can't be helped. So what should we put? I'm going to pop a little clear bead. These are little seed beads. Then a sort of like a long one. These are just some beads that I found in my little bead stash. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put one of these on. I just love these. These are just so pretty. A little bit of sparkle. You know how much I love sparkle. Will that work? Will it be too wobbly? Maybe I need to put another bead in. And then that. That's better. Gosh, I can hear the seagulls out there today. It's quite a nice day today. We've had awful weather. But it's quite pleasant. It's cold. It's very, very cold, but the sun's out. Pop that on. There we go. They look a bit odd. Quite nice to have a little odd one here and there, isn't it? Let's just pop that. Like that. Perfect. There we go. It's quite nice hanging off there. Gosh, guys, can you hear? That one's. I don't know, get an end on it. It's not a very big end on that one. Can you hear the seagulls out there making all that noise? We're not that far from the sea. I can see the sea from here. They sit up on the roofs up here. You can see them sitting around on the roofs, having a good look around. Right, let's have some little pearly ones. One of these. I don't want to use too big a beads because obviously they're in with our journals, aren't they? So you can't have anything that's too heavy on there. I'm going to take that one off. I should really get smaller ones. I don't have any. I have a big box of them, but I've used up all the sort of smaller flathead pins and loopy pins. I'm not quite sure what the loopy ones are called. So I should really get some more of those in smaller, because this is quite wasteful. Let's just put them like that. Lovely. Oops. Let's go for a little, I'm going to go for a little purpley one and then a little pink one. Oops, that got a hole in. Yes. So what are you guys up to? What are you making? Are you making a journal? Are you making folios? Are you making anything? Anything exciting? Well, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Not quite sure what to start on this week. Not sure whether I want to start on a big project yet. I'm quite happily just tiddling around doing little bits and pieces. I would like to make a few more boxes to put my embellishments and bits and pieces in. So, oh, don't do that. So I might sort of do something like that this week, whether it be on a video or Instagram or something. I'll do something. What did I have on the end of that one? I can't remember. Was it another one of these? Oh, there it is. I think it just flicked off. I put hand cream on, which is really not the best thing to do when you're making things like this. Oh, now I've got a little bend end. There we go. Do you have some of these loopy ones? This little looper? If you do, how do you find it? Do you like it? Do you have them all? Do you have all the different sizes? They're quite expensive, so I can't really afford to buy the other sizes, but this one's okay. I do love it. But I would quite like the bigger ones as well, to make bigger loops. If you've got all of them, which ones do you use the most? Is it just the smaller ones, or do you manage to use all of them? Look at that, just so pretty. Should I pop one onto one of our little... What have we got? Here's a bigger one. What do you think that one will look like? Or a little pink one? Pink one's going to look nice. So what I'm going to do to put them on here, get a little jump ring, like that. Pop that to the side. Let's just open that. We have a neighbour next door, and oh, she shouts all the time. She's a real shouter. So I'm not quite sure whether that's just her way or whether she's actually shouting and angrily shouting. But sometimes people sound like they're shouting and they're not, don't they? But she's a bit loud and a bit of a shouter. Look at that. Isn't that just so pretty? So that would just dangle off your journal. Oh, I do like little dingly danglies. Don't know whether you can hear her outside shouting now. I can. We're quite quiet. We're not very noisy. Andy and myself aren't very noisy. We're quite sort of quiet and keep ourselves to ourselves, really. But yes, they're a bit loud. No, it doesn't really bother me. It's not that it bothers me. It's just that I don't understand why people scream and shout so much at each other. Do you know what I mean? But each to their own, I suppose, isn't it? Oh, that's got... It doesn't go in there. Let's try a little pearly one. One of these. Oh, actually, I did do one. Where is it? I might do that in a second. Look, this one's got little, what are they called? Sequins on. I popped little sequins on that one. Can you see? I think it's so pretty. It's quite nice. Maybe we'll do a little sequiny one, shall we? I've got some in here. I found these. I was just going through a few of them. I want the sort of purpley ones. I don't want the diddy ones. Let's just move these. Because I've got lots of sequins, and I need to do a little bit more sewing actually, and use some of my bits and pieces. I've got the urge to do a little bit of sewing. One of you lovelies was saying, oh, I can't remember, saying that you were doing some slow stitching and I really fancy doing a little bit more slow stitching and sort of sewing beads onto things. I like to do that in the evening, where I should really do that. Look at that. See, there's that look quite pretty. It's just a bead and a sequin. Just a little something to do in the evenings is quite nice. What do you guys do? What do you make things in the evenings? Do you sit and watch TV and make things? Do you sew or knit? I did try knitting once, but I'm not very good, and I'm not really very good at crochet either. I do have a go. I do like to have a go, but I'm not the best. But knitting is dreadful. I just can't knit. I think I sort of like lose count of how many, whatever they're called, stitches that I've done. Stitches? What are these? What are they called? I don't know. Right, we are going to put this one on. So what should we get? We have one of these, little one, or should we put, I'm going to put a purple one on because, oh, it's stuck up my nail. That one can go on first because we've got purple underneath. I'm going to put this one on. Should we have a flower? Oh look, I've got a little sort of purpley one there. That will do, won't it? I do like these. Big one. Or should I just put one of these on the top? Like that, and then a big one. Oh look, that sits in there lovely. Actually, that does sit in there lovely. Should I put a little ditty little one and then a purple one? Oh, am I going to be able to do a... Yeah, I should be able to. Just about. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Haven't left myself a lot of room on this one. But there we go. No cutting off that one. Oh, that fitted really perfect on there. Right, let's get these. Open that up just a tiny bit. Make sure we get the right end this time. Oops, go on. There we go. Just squeeze that in. Lovely. Now again, you can put, oh look at that, little ball pin on there. If you wanted to just hang them off your pages, but I'm liking these. I need to make some, actually, I need to, I haven't finished some of these. I need to ink them. That one I haven't inked. This is quite a big one. I haven't inked them up yet. What can we put on this one? Look at these. I just think they're so pretty. I'm going to put this one on. I'm going to put a couple on this one, actually. I'm going to put that on there as well. Or the little pearly one. A little collection of them's nice, isn't it? I really shouldn't use my fingernails to open those up. I'm going to put them on separate little jump rings, just so they move around sort of independently. Oops. And if you're new to jewellery making or embellishments like that, you've got a jump ring, try and get yourself 2 pairs of pliers and just twist it. Don't pull your little jump ring apart. Twist it and then it will go back into a ring again. So if you pop that on like that and then twist it back, you'll have a nice little circle like that. So look at that, just lovely. I haven't put anything on the front of these yet. I was just making them yesterday. But they are really nice, aren't they? Love them. Oh, I do like a little dingly dangly. It's a bit of a dingly dangly week maybe this week. little makes. Let's have, what should we have? We did, oh, we've got little clear ones here. Oops. Pop a little clear one on. Little pink one, will that fit in? Is that the one that I had before? Doesn't really have a hole in it. That one does. Can go on. I've got some lovely little pearls here. But the holes are so small, some of them will fit on there and some of them won't, which is a bit of a nuisance. What should we put on this one? I'm going to take that one off actually and put one of these on, and then pop a little pink one on. Don't think they're going to work. Do have some more somewhere. That little one, and then a little clear one. There we go. Perfect. Nice little stash. Let's have one with a little ring at the bottom. Like that. Oh, that's a bit tarnished on there. I'll probably end up cutting that little bit off anyway. Right, let's go for, oh, haven't used the pink ones yet, have we? Let's have a little glass, pink glass one. Let's put that on. There we go. And then let's have one of these. I do like these. I do love crystally pretty things. Let's put that one on. I'm going to just leave them, this one, like that. Oh, did I have a little loop in both sides? That's what I was going to do. I was going to put one of these on the end. There we go. Doesn't really matter which end. On. There we go. Little dingly dangly. I've got some smaller ones here. Let's use one of these to make some dangles, shall we? Let's pop a little pearl. Do you think I'll... Yeah, that's too big. That's too big. Big. I won't be able to make a little loop in the top. There we go, that one should be okay. Whoops. There we are. I'm going to make a couple of those, and I think I might just hang them off like a little, oh, not a little, a bigger jump ring. That's not going to go through. These are a little bit thicker, I believe. I'm going to just have that one on there. Leave a little bit more space on that one. There we go. I love having all these things in my stash, and I haven't made them for so long. Like I said, that I forgot all about making little dingly danglies because I go on to so many other different things. I want to sort of make so many different things, guys, that I just don't have enough time to do all of the things that I would like to do. You know what it's like. I'd like to use, I'm going to use this last dingly up. Let's put that down. Let's pop it onto one of these, won't it? Pick that up. You nice and straight? Oh, you're pretty straight. Let's go for a little crystal. A bigger crystal. And then I'm going to go with, oh, do you think, These haven't got holes in through the middle. Don't honestly, not sure where they came from. Has that got a hole in? There we go. I can force that through. But then again, that one's too big. I'm going to take it off now. That crystal's too big to go on there. There we go. Little loop. Right, we want to get a bigger loop on one of these, a bigger jump ring I mean. Oops, oh look, they're all tangled together. Let's take one of these. Let's take our pliers. Okay, I'm going to put that one on. That one on. This one on. And this one on. Do that. That's probably, that jump ring is probably too long actually. Then I'm going to open this little one up, which I forgot to do. Open that up and pop this little dingly dangly off it. Like that. There we go. We don't want it on the outside, do we? There we go. Oh my gosh. Put that one over that side. They'll get muddled up anyway. So look, that's a cute little one, isn't it? That's got just like lots of little dingly dangly bits off. Lovely. Right, let's try and use all these beads up. Let's go for the pink one. Be quite nice to see if one of these will fit, but I don't think. Find the ones with bigger holes. They're pearls, but they got tiny, tiny little holes. Some of them I managed to get through, but these are just really, really, really thin. Don't think I'm gonna. Don't fancy sitting there going through each one. Yeah, they just don't fit. That's such a shame. These ones haven't got holes in, so they can probably go in my resin or something. I might put some pearls in some resin. See, look, these don't have big holes. These white ones do. They're really good. Little crystals. That's not going all the way to the end. Let me take that off. I'm going to put a little silver bead because they have the bigger holes in them. Let's pop a pearl on. That's better. So it goes right down to the pot, to the bottom of it. Put one of these on. There we go. Lovely. Fabulous. Look, I've got quite a few on there now. I'm going to do a few more with, did that have a hole on the end? This one's got a loop either side. So we need to pop something on that one, don't we? That's a little one. We need to make something just to hang off the end there. Let's go with this one. Let's take one of these. One of these. Love these. I do like the little spacer beads. Just trying to think where I got those. Not sure whether they were BB Crafts or you can get them anywhere. You can get them all sorts of places. You can get them off Amazon as well. You've probably got some. If you're a little hoarder like me, you've probably got some somewhere with the beads. Not that I have a huge amount of beads, but I've got enough to do projects like this. You know what I mean? Look at that. That's really pretty, isn't it? Love it. Going to do a couple with the what are they called? Sequins. What should we have in between? Should we just go with the clear ones? Those little bits can go. Little sequin. You need a bead in between because else they just sort of like lie flat against each other. So you want them sort of like make sure they've got like a little gap in between. So it doesn't really matter what colour bead you have. But it's a nice way to, use up some sequins, isn't it? Should we have 3? Odd number. Should we just put 5? Let's put 5 on this one. And then, has this one got a hole in? Let's push you through, there we go. And a little bead. Fabulous. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Hold on tight. Push you down. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I do like making these. Shall I put a couple on these? We finish these up, shall we? Let's just close. I'm going to close some of these because I'm a little bit clumsy and, you know, I'll end up knocking them all over my table. Let's push these to the side for a minute. I'm going to quickly ink these up and get these finished, and then they can go into my stash. That one's already done. That's beautiful. I like you. Let me just quickly ink this one up so that's all finished. That's a nice big one. I need to pop, well maybe not, something on the front, but look at that. So pretty. Let's just ink these up. There's these. These are just made, these ones are made with the new papers, which is the, what was it, vintage romance? Antique romance. There we go. A little bit of ink, just to make them a little bit grungier. This is the vintage photo. You can tell because it's a little bit darker. Oops. On these. So these are just very, very simple little hidden paper clips. I'll link my Instagram down, so if you're new, you can just see how I've made them. I think I can link an Instagram one. I don't know. We shall see. Right, let's find some little bits to go on here. We don't want the big loops on here, do we? The big jump rings. Oops. We want the smaller ones. This I've had for years. This was one from BB Crafts, but you can get them all over the place. I've had it for a very, very long time, and they just go on and on and on. So value for money is fabulous. It really, really is. So let's put that on there. What should we have? Can't have anything too long because this one's quite small. Do you know, I'm going to put kind of like that one on here. I think that's too much on there. It's already got a loop on it. Let's go around this way. Don't want those together. Pull that apart. There we go. This way round. Look at that. Oh, just think they are so lovely. And that just hanging from your journal. Oh, I do love them. I know not everybody is a dingly dangly person. I know some people don't like things sort of dangling off their journals, but I just think it makes it sort of like more sort of like almost like tactile and exciting to see a journal with lots of little bits hanging off it and little pockets in. I just love it. Look at that one. Oops. I've got to stop using my nails because I'm going to end up breaking them. What should we have on this one? This little one. And there. There we go. Put a flower one, I think, on this one. So yeah, just push them. If you take a jump ring, just twist it. Don't pull it. Because it will sort of like deform it. We don't want that because it's then you want it to close up properly so it doesn't fall off. Look how pretty that is. Oh, just so pretty. Okay guys, the last one. Let's just pop a little loop on here. Then these will all be ready. I'm going to just put, what should we put on? The little one, little pink one on this one. It's quite a small one, isn't it? Like that. Goes around this way and like that. Oh, love them. So again, they go onto your pages like that, whichever side. It doesn't really matter, does it? And that will just dangle off. Oh, just think they are pretty. And then, oopsie daisy, I've got these. Then will go in there like that, which is lovely. So I'm going to carry on making some of these, finish them off so I can have some. But look at these guys, they are just so pretty, aren't they? Really, really lovely. That one's got the little flower on. I must remember, I'll link down the video with the shrink plastic flowers because they are just beautiful. Love them. This one I just popped a little bit of lace on. So again, embellish your little paper clips. Oh, and that's the one with lots of them on. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. That was a nice little quiet one, wasn't it? I'm going to just finish up making a few more, so I can add more into here, so I've got them ready to go. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the day. Good start to the week, I hope. And I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.